What's up, YouTube? It's me, the Artisan MC, and I'm probably going to blow a fuse on this one. But I will tell you up front, this is a vent, this is a rant, whatever the fuck you want to call it. If you have sensitive ears, get some fucking cotton balls, get the fuck off my goddamn screen. I'm going to try to be gingerly about how I talk about this because there's a certain person involved that I do not want to smear, put it that way. But I do feel that the conversation warrants a little bit more talking. Now, if I know anything in life, I know that everyone will deal with infidelity or cheating in some ways. I believe that proof positive. True as I am, I believe it. And I didn't come by that knowledge because I just sat back speculating on shit. I gained that knowledge from actually going through situations, being involved in situations, seeing how people move, and then speculating a bit on the shit. And one of the things I find that's so absolutely irritating about this shit is how much people want to mix it up into being everything, but you did some shit that you wanted to fucking do, and it's fucked up to somebody else. Now, I just finished having a conversation with a person about their life and their bullshit. And the amount of regurgitated shit I heard is absolutely fucking sickening. Absolutely fucking sickening. Now, what's the easiest way to go about this? Easiest way to go about this is to say, I cheated on my wife one time, legitimately one time, right? And what I learned through that fucking process of actually cheating on her, coming clean and telling her the truth, and dealing with the fallout of all that shit, is how fucked up it actually is. And it's fucked up in two ways. One of the ways is that it's fucked up because you have to realize this person that you say you have these feelings for and care about is actually emotionally hurt by what you did, right? No matter how big or small it is, they're actually hurt about this. And that you have caused that person that you care about their feelings and shit like that this much emotional pain and hardship, right? That's the first fucked up part. Here's the other fucked up part that most people won't fucking tell you. The other fucked up part is you have to feign fucking guilt and shame about something that you wanted to do and felt totally empowered doing at the same time. That's the other side of this shit. That's the bullshit side of it, in my experience. That's the bullshit side of it. The bullshit side of this is that you will twist yourself into all kind of moral and mental fucking knots to feel pain, shame, and seek punishment for something that you chose to fucking do. You wanted to do. Chances are you enjoy fucking doing it. But you will do that. And here's the part that I'm mentioning about. I'm not saying you shouldn't feel the shame and stuff like that. No, you should. It's fucked up. It is fucked up. You should feel all of that shit. Fucked up part about it is that all the emotional angst that goes into you feeling fucked up about it, that has nothing the fuck to do with what you've done to the other person. It's all self-centered shit. It's all ego-based bullshit. Who you thought you were, what other people gonna think, all the rest of this dumb shit. All it is about you. It ain't got shit to do with the other person. I've yet to talk to somebody who has did something fucked up on their significant other, who's talking about how badly they've hurt that other person and doing what they need to do to make that other person comfortable with them again. No, what the motherfuckers do is run from that other person because they don't want to have to live up to that shit that they did. They don't want to see the fucking mess that they made. So they cause the person more pain, more fucking anguish, because they don't want to have to own what they did and see a reflection of it. That is some ego-based bullshit. The same thing that got you into the problem to begin with. And that's the part that makes me so fucking irritated. Is that you do all of this shit to yourself over what? What you chose to do? A decision you made that was fucked up? There's people who want to kill themselves over cheating on a fucking significant other. And that sounds like the dumbest goddamn thing in the world. Because chances are you wait long enough, that motherfucker will cheat on you too. And they probably won't be thinking shit about, oh, I should kill myself because I cheated on you. No, they ain't gonna be thinking that shit at all. They gonna go the fuck on with their life. This society is so fucked up, we cause ourselves more mental fucking anguish trying to avoid shit than owning what the fuck it is we do, who the fuck we are, and the shit that we say. We cause ourselves more mental anguish for that shit. What is psychology but teaching people how to accept some kind of responsibility for who the fuck they are and the shit that they do? Good or bad, right or wrong, whatever the fuck you want to, whatever polarity you want to pull in it. And teaching them how to healthily deal with that shit and actually deal with themselves. That's the whole gist of it. Let me teach you how to accept yourself. But not doing that gets you into all this other bullshit. And at this point in my life, it just seems so fucking redundant and so goddamn stupid to hear. I mean, it really does. It sounds fucking childish to me to hear at this point in life. Maybe that's just because I'm becoming an old bastard. I don't fucking know. I really don't know. But goddamn, that's... Look, man. There's somebody today doing some shit that they know they got no business doing. No business whatsoever doing. And you can take it out of the realm of fidelity in a relationship. They just doing some shit they don't even have no business doing. Maybe they stealing a car or some shit. But they gonna do it. The consequences you get from that shit is what the fuck you get afterwards. Right? You should accept that when you accept the fact that you're doing this deed, right? Okay. How fucking ridiculous would it be to listen to somebody crying about the fact that they were going to steal this car and how bad they felt after they fucking stole the goddamn car? How fucking ridiculous would that seem? When you know they don't actually feel bad about it. They just know they're supposed to feel bad about it. What is that fake shit? That, I don't know. I must be fucked up. That matters not to me. I am not into people with this fucking ego grandstanding bullshit. Human beings are selfish fucks. Men and women alike. You're not changing that shit. You might as well start owning up to your bullshit and stop fucking crying about it. It causes a lot more headache for everybody else when you do that shit. Now, the person I was listening to, I have to listen to them go through this whole fucking rigmarole and actually pissed off because I figured the shit out a while ago, but they didn't want to own up to it and be honest with me. So I'm more pissed off that they even wasted my goddamn time lying to me than telling me the motherfucking truth and having to sit there and listen to all this bullshit. I hate that shit. Because it's a waste of my goddamn time and a waste of my fucking efforts dealing with this person. Because they're not fucking getting it. I'm not one of these dumbass motherfuckers who you need to lie to and think they're gonna believe it. You're gonna spoon feed me some bullshit and I'm gonna say, oh, I like pudding. Get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck you think you fucking dealing with? I saw through the shit at mile 1. Just come to Jesus already. Jesus Christ. That's the shit that aggravates me. Because I'm a decent fucking friend, right? I'm a decent friend. I will hear people out. But I'm not going to sit there fucking stupefied, hanging on your every goddamn word like I've never lived life before. Get the fuck out of here. If you don't take that talk show, TV show bullshit somewhere else, I'm going to blow a fuse and really say some shit that will crush your goddamn spirit. And enjoy it while the fuck I'm doing it. This is knowing yourself and owning that shit. That's what it looks like. Now I sat there in this whole conversation with this person feeding me line after line of bullshit and ended the conversation with them lying and blowing me what the fuck I said the hell off. And I'm like, look, you can fuck up your own life however the hell you want to. I don't give a goddamn. It's painful to me to actually give a fuck and listen to you saying this shit. But people will do it. They know no better. They know no different. Even if you showed them the goddamn door, you'd have to fucking kick them in the ass to get them to go through it. And they still won't. They'll still be upset. In Western society, needs to grow the fuck up, like immensely, overnight, please, for my fucking sanity. Which I know is not gonna fucking happen. But it'd be nice. I do have an imagination. I'm talking to this person. I'm trying to get them to understand that the shit that they do, their lives touch other people. Their lives touch other people, and other people actually give a fuck. Some of them. And because they give a fuck, and if you recognize that they do, you should respect that and treat it like it actually fucking matters. The main way is by being honest and upfront with them. Do not make them second guess why the hell they care about your ass by feeding them a bunch of bullshit. It's just not, helpful. Because understand, anybody who's willing to talk to you about your fucking problems in life actually cares for you. They're not doing that shit because it's a check cut to the other end of it. They actually give a fuck about you having a positive outcome in life. Not just because they need something, to do to fill a couple hours until they get hungry. No. To kind of blow that off and miss it all because you wrapped up in your own fucking ego worship and trying to assuage yourself from feeling any kind of accountability, pain, shame, guilt, whatever the fuck for the fucked up thing you did to somebody else is too fucking bad. That's what the fuck you deal with for doing fucked up shit. That's what you win. So it don't fucking matter if you're going to feel this shit. You're going to feel it. You should hope you feel it. Unless you some fucking sociopath running around this bitch doing fucked up things to people and don't feel anything about it whatsoever. At that point, you need some fucking counseling. Intense, locked up counseling. But if you think certain people don't deserve to know shit until you feel comfortable with it, and the way they gonna give it back to you, if you on some bullshit, is irrelevant. What up, BGS? What up, Dr. T? I'm just venting. I'm venting, BGS and Dr. T. I'm venting. I can hit y'all on a in the back channels and let you know what I'm venting about. But I just heard, basically, if you want the short synopsis, I just had a couple hours conversation hearing a lot of bullshit that's really serious. And this person is wrapped up in their goddamn emotions about it because they worry that I'm judging their ass. That I'm the one person who don't understand. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm the only person that actually understands, motherfucker. Because I've done this shit and been through it. Who else was you fucking talking to? And if you feel some kind of way because I fucking know and I called you on the shit and I'm not going to sit there and fucking pat your head, stroke your hair, to be all right. No, I'm going to tell you, you fucked up. You did some fucked up shit. Yes, you did. That's what the fuck you need to hear. Instead of all this bullshit ass mollycoddling, it's all about your fucking feelings. Fuck your feelings. How about you worry about the other person's fucking feelings for a change? Instead of just all you self-centered son of a bitch. How about that? I actually lost my temper at one point in this conversation with this motherfucker because I really was starting to get turned up and pissed off. To listen to all this oven mitt talk. Like, get the fuck out of here. Look. You did what the fuck you did. And it wasn't right. And whether you think it makes you a terrible person or not, you do the shit again, it does. But if you just fucked up once, you fucked up once. So what? All the rest of this shit you doing is just to cover the fact that your fucking ego is running wild right now. That's all it is. Fuck all this fake crocodile tears and shit. You just on an ego worship tour right now, is all it is. And other people are suffering because of it. I was talking to a boy, Artie Idmore, for his birthday, and I mentioned this shit again. It's like I don't understand why these fucking folks pass on the same bad goddamn information to every fucking generation on purpose. On fucking purpose. Shit that didn't work for them, they will pass on to the next generation on purpose because they want to see them go through the same shit. I'm like, that is absolutely fucking asinine. And none of them will talk to anybody outside of that. Don't think anybody outside of that fucking sympathy fucking circle understands what the hell is going on. Everybody else just stupid out in the world. The fuck out of here. If everybody else was out here stupid in the world, you wouldn't have people like Dr. Tiasan or BGS. Any other known doctors just in this space. Doctors, PhDs, learned people, just intelligent motherfucking brothers. The fuck you think everybody out here doing? Running around with a thumb in their ass? Blindly walking through life, bumping their head? The fuck out of here. And it fucking makes me laugh to hear these I think I know what everybody else think motherfuckers wonder how you know shit. You mean how the fuck do I know? Because I'm not stupid. That's how the fuck I know. Because I ask questions, especially uncomfortable ones. Those are the most fun. You learn the most information from those. After tonight's little foray, I would say there is no uncomfortable conversations. There is not a such thing as an uncomfortable conversation. It's just uncomfortable fucking people because their ego ain't going to be stroked in that situation. That's all it means. That they haven't found a way to have that conversation and not feel warm and fuzzy about the shit. Well, fuck you. You ain't supposed to. It's not a situation where you're supposed to be all warm and cuddly. Fuck that. Especially if the shit you doing fucking up somebody else in their life. Fuck you and your feelings. And why am I saying all this on a vent stream, on a fucking rant? Why am I saying this all on a rant? Because the motherfuckers are so delicate they couldn't hear that shit. Their ego will not allow them to suffer that. They cannot take that hurt. It would be too much. It would crush them. We don't make strong people anymore. We make weak motherfuckers, emotionally weak people. They get their whole fucking world crushed because somebody told them you did something fucked up. When they've actually done something fucked up. Where you can't tell a fat bitch in a tutu, you need to take off that goddamn tutu. Why are you shaming me because I'm fat? I'm not shaming you because you're fat. I'm shaming you because you don't look good in a fucking tutu. Find something in your size. Bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. I can remember going through that same level of bullshit when I was dealing with the shit that I had did. And I can remember this whole process because I'm pretty introspective. So I'm sitting here, scientifically trying to be objective as I'm going through all of this shit. I know when my decision was, when I made my decision, what I was thinking when I made my decision, what I was thinking the outcome was going to be at the time. And I remember what the fuck my ego was saying at the time. Like, oh, let's see if we can get out of this one. I remember all of that shit. The only difference is I speak on the shit. I understand that it's a part of me. So I tell you, look, I'm all right some of the time. I do my fucked up shit. I do. I have. But that's me owning who the fuck I am and understanding it's not some pristine white knight tramping on a fucking horse that has never hurt a fly. Fuck all that. That's not even true. Not likely. Nowhere near the case. And I'm not saying doing fucked up shit is a badge of honor. It's not. But owning that and being able to speak to that shit and accept the fact that I do some good shit, I do some fucked up shit, is just part of actually having a comfortable disposition with oneself, that you're not sitting there running around thinking about self-deletion and shit. Because that's where all that angst comes from. Not being comfortable in owning who the fuck you are and defining what that means for you. And steadily trying to control everybody else's perception of who you are. So I'm irritated. I'm more than a bit irritated. And not because I actually did anything, but had a conversation with somebody and try to counsel them through some shit that they did. But I'm pissed off in some ways for how I allowed them to treat me, which is lying to me. I do not accept that shit at all. That's the quickest way to get a fuck you out of me and turn me from being Mr. Nice Scorpio to you gonna have to die. In my eyes, you will fucking die. When I did what I did, I wanted to do it, and I fucking enjoyed it. I did. It was exhilarating. It was different. It didn't felt like what the fuck I had known. And yes, I felt bad that I did it. Not for doing it, for knowing how it was going to affect the other person that I was actually with when they found out that I did this shit. What it was going to do to them. how I was going to rip off that fucking veneer of I could be a little bit perfect to where, well, this motherfucker can do some fucked up shit too. And tear down their whole idea of what they thought relationship security meant. Where a man puts his dick. That's why I tell you guys now that if your security in your relationship is based on fidelity, then you ain't got no goddamn relationship. Because it needs to be based on something stronger than that. Now, you can call it faith. You can call it the fact that y'all both drug addicts, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But if you basing your whole bedrock of your relationship on if y'all faithful to each other, you ain't got no goddamn relationship yet. That's the one thing that will always fucking change and can always change. And if your relationship broke up because of that shit, you didn't have a relationship anyway. Because that shouldn't be the one thing that can break it up. It can only be broken by what it was built on, right? When I did it, it wasn't right. No, it wasn't right. Given the guidelines and shit like that, no, it wasn't right. But it happened. Felt good while it was happening. My ego was assuaged. Like, yes, I am the most desirable man in the world. Yes, I will have thee. That's what made it exhilarating. To hit that point where you finally do something that you just wanted to fucking do. Without excuses, without qualms, without none of that shit. Damn the consequences. I wanted to do this shit. I fucking did it. So what? That's what it was. And all that guilt and that shame and all the rest of that bullshit that I was feeling after the fact, that was just my ego not wanting to having to stand in that light forever. That's what that shit was. It's not wanting to have to own that shit and have it known. Even though your ego wants it to be known. Your shadow always wants to come out. Your dark side always wants to come out. That's the only reason I miss my crazy ex at times. Because my dark side got to dance with her. He got to come out a lot. I missed that. Missed that at times. You don't get to come out and do a little tap dance for folks all the time. You don't. So in some ways that was a resource that I lost. Everything else I can give a fuck less about. And that's the truth. Don't sound warm and cuddly, but it's the fucking truth. That's why. The truth ain't warm and cuddly, and they don't give a fuck about your feelings. Now, trying to get someone else to have that same kind of understanding of what the truth is, who they really are, it's tough. Tough as fuck. And to hear all this backsliding and ridiculous Wonder Woman bracelet shield throwing up is just, it's fucking exhausting to me because I'm not there. I'm not there anymore with that shit. It's like, oh my God, this is your defense? That's exactly what it's like. That's exactly what it's like. It's like being a martial artist and stepping onto the mat, and this motherfucker starts throwing all these combinations and these katas and all this bullshit at you, and you like, are you fucking kidding me? That's what you got? That's what you got to come spar with me? Motherfucker, really? Oh, god damn, dude. I don't even want to have to do this shit. It's more painful for me to fucking do this shit. It's like going back to my rudiments. Are you fucking kidding me? You ain't ready for this, old man. Nigga, if you don't shut up, you ain't ready for the shit you doing. It's still too new to you. I don't know. It just seems fucking anger making. Angry making. And for you guys, if it sounds disjointed and off topic, it's that way on purpose. It is that way on purpose. Because as much as it doesn't sound like that, I'm choosing the words that I say carefully and not because it's for me. So the frustration is there. With the names up. Fuck. Oh, goddamn day. Anyway, I guess that's it. I might as well take my ass in the house and get ready to watch this fucking Moon Knight and clear my mental palate so I can try to sleep. If I wanted to encapsulate this all in one thing, what can I say? Know thyself. Know thy motherfucking self and embrace it. The more work you do on yourself on the inside, less you'll worry about other people and what they say on the outside. Shit does not fucking matter. Understand that you as a person are not fucking perfect and you will never be fucking perfect. It doesn't mean to wallow in your fucking, you know, fuck ups. It doesn't. But it just means to understand you're gonna fuck up at times. It's just what it is. Look, we ain't all got it figured out down here. We don't. We know a lot and we know a little, all at the same time. Two things can be true at the same time. Own the shit you do and stop putting yourself through ridiculous mental hardship and struggle. That's all self-imposed. You don't do that shit to yourself. It's a waste of time to fucking self-flagellate yourself mentally like that. God, it's draining. It wastes a lot of time, and it really taxes the people around you who actually give a fuck. Because they don't like seeing you doing that shit to yourself. They can't. No real friend would. A real friend eventually is going to say, motherfucker, you need to snap the fuck out of it, or I'm going to kick your ass the fuck out of it. Thankfully, I guess for some of y'all, that's who I am. Or at least that's who I try to be. The friend who will kick you in the ass and tell you you need to snap the fuck out of it because you're wasting my goddamn time. I want to get back to enjoying my friend's company. and all this ridiculous mental baggage that you're gonna have to pick up anyway. This is just what we're supposed to do, right? No, stop following the fucking script and start writing your own. You way too much damage to yourself that way. Anyway, it's 11:12. I'm artisanmc, and I am getting the fuck out of here. So I guess I will see you guys next time. Peace.